Hi, it's Carly Davenport, and I am super excited to tell you all about the class that I have been observing the past few weeks for my observations. I have spent the past few weeks at Darnell Primary in Darnell, Arkansas. It was a very nice building and fairly new as well. I had the joy of sitting in during a first grade class. The students were very well behaved and understanding of their daily routines. They knew what was expected of them and what the outcomes would be of every decision they made. The students at Darnell were of many different ethnicities, and each had many features that set them apart from everyone else. You could see how some students were in poverty and some students were very wealthy, yet they treated each other equally with positive attitudes each and every day. If the students were to do something bad, they all had the same consequences. This could be a negative dojo point, a bad note in their take-home folder, or maybe even a weekly emoji card taken away from them at the end of the day. If the students were to do something positive, they were rewarded. This could either be a positive dojo point, a good note in the take-home folder, or even a prize from the treasure chest. It depends on what they did in order to get into the treasure chest, but it has to be really good. This gave the students motivation throughout their day. When it came to seating in the classroom, each table in the classroom had different seating. One had normal chairs, one had swivel chairs, one had stools, and one had no chairs at all. They had a small pad to sit on the ground. They got to choose where they sat every week. On Fridays, they would move their name tag and move it to the table that they would like to sit at, or they could stay at the same one. The kids that I observed were lectured to a lot, and if they weren't being lectured to, they were working alone, which means they had to sit by themselves, and some people just like to talk and do group works, so that didn't work very well for everyone. My teacher could have used some other ways to teach, including a little bit of everyone's style, such as musical, like showing a song or using musical instruments to explain something. She could have used naturalistic, such as plants, flowers, and the outside world, or logical, mathematical, using numbers and graphs. Thanks to Gardner, I will be using these when I have my own classroom. The kids that I was observing this semester were in the stages of Kohlberg's theory that were the good girl boy stage. They always wanted to do the best that they could in order to be considered a good girl or a good boy. They didn't want the name of being bad. I also noticed the stages of Kohlberg's theory that the kids were in. They were in the good girl boy stage. They always wanted to tell when someone wasn't doing what they were supposed to doing, as well as trying to find the acceptance of others in doing what they thought would get their peers' approval. In Dr. Hannah's class, I learned that you really have to give many ways to teach a lesson, not only because repetition helps with your memory, but because sometimes you have to learn with peers' inputs as well. And you can get better ideas with multiple people pitching in. This semester really helped me understand my methods of teaching for whenever I have my own classroom and why I want to use them. I'm glad I got the chance to experience a classroom with these techniques while I'm still learning them as well. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.